Okay, mission accomplished.
Manifesting.
What about you? That's wrong. That's very wrong. Vai fazer
Day. Brazil, we made it. Yay. No delays, no issues. Hallelujah. We also made it in time for the doorman to let us in versus the host coming to meet us, which saved us a lot of time. We just got all checked in, did a little walkthrough of the place. It is very cute. I also need to get some content with my phone because TikTok, you know. But yes, we made it. Oh, let me close this. A fly. But yeah, it's so cute in here. We are going to, actually, I don't know what we're gonna do right now. Oh, let me message that lady. She said, were you able to get in? All right, so now that we're checked in, we're gonna spend just a few minutes resetting. I need to shower. I'm Lysoling everything down that I will be using. Currently in the Hobbyana store. These are the ones that I picked. And then you can also customize them and put jewels on them. And I think this is the line for that. Okay, mission accomplished. They actually didn't have maybe what I thought they would, but I mean, this is good enough. It's for the vibes of a souvenir, so it does the job. I hope it doesn't rain. Okay, y'all, so we're currently at the beach, and I committed a cardinal sin. I talked to somebody, and y'all see, we are now sitting in the chairs at the beach. But I feel like it's a good deal. They gave us chairs as long as we get a drink. So it's like happy hour at the beach because it's 5 o'clock right now. It's Friday. It's the end of the work week. We're in Brazil. It's a great way to start the weekend, if I do say so myself. So I'm not gonna complain. The sun came out, y'all. Period. All I'm missing is my speaker. Okay, we're back from our day one adventures. We literally landed and hit the ground running. I'm all sandy now because we were at the beach, so I'm gonna probably hop in the shower and just rinse everything off. And then honestly, I'm gonna lay down because I'm exhausted. It's kind of hitting me right now that I've had no good sleep because the plane obviously wasn't the best sleep, but we were blessed because there was nobody sitting between us. So I'm very grateful for that, because I feel like if there was somebody right there, it definitely wouldn't have been as comfortable as it was, and it still wasn't even that comfortable. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna do that. I'm going to hop in the shower, just rinse the sand off, lay down for a little bit, and then I think we're gonna go grab dinner probably, and then we'll see how we're feeling tonight. We're just both really tired, so we might go out today or tomorrow, or maybe both. We'll kind of see where dinner leads us, but for now I'm gonna take a nap. There's so many mosquitoes here as well. If you guys remember my Mexico vlog, like that was my biggest one of my biggest gripes about the resorts was the amount of mosquitoes. And obviously mosquitoes are a part of nature and people can't really do anything about them, but here in Brazil it's summer and the mosquitoes are out. They're everywhere and I hate that. Good morning and happy Saturday. So it is almost 10 a.m. I'm not even gonna say a late start because it's not like we had a time, and tomorrow we'll be out of here at 7:30 in the morning. So this is my outfit of the day. We're just gonna go get brunch, and then we do have a tour later today at like 3. So we're gonna kind of like walk around, get lost, you know, and then come back for our tour. I don't know if I'm gonna change or not. I feel like this could be a good boat outfit, but neighborhood, I believe it's how it's pronounced. This is where our sailboat is going to be leaving from in an hour. We're gonna meet them in an hour. So between now and then, we're just going to walk around, and also I'm gonna look for a chai because I'm a little sleepy. I don't know why. I'm feeling a little tired. So I feel like the chai will help to like wake me up and re-energize me. So the sun also is trying to come out, which I really appreciate. So fingers crossed for that. Christ the Redeemer up there. We're on the boat, y'all. And the sun, y'all can see it right there. It is shining, and that was not in the forecast. We were just talking about that. It was not in the forecast, but we appreciate it so much. Now the bad thing is, because sun was not in the forecast, we did not bring our swimsuit. However, I don't think we would have got in even if we did bring our swimsuit, but it just would have been nice to have the option, because now we don't even have the option, you know. Sunset because of the clouds, as you can see, but it was successful nonetheless. The sun came out for a little bit, which, you know, we'll take the wins where we can. Now we are waiting to get transported back to the beach because we're still in the middle of the ocean. The beach is like over there. Yeah, we basically need a boat like that to get back to the beach. And there's all of us on this boat, so. And then we're gonna go find some food because we have not eaten today. All I had was avocado toast, which is crazy. So I'm about to eat real good. Either steak or pasta is kind of what I'm feeling. So we'll kind of see. And then we have an early morning tomorrow. We're gonna go to the night market tonight. I really want to get a shirt for my tour tomorrow, but if I don't, like, it's okay. And then yeah, we have to meet at like 7:45 in the morning. So it's kind of very early. It really should be the first people on this boat get to leave first. Because how you late and you trying to get off the boat first? Okay, y'all, we're currently on our tour, and first of all, the prayer we said yesterday, it worked because the sun is out. It's not raining. Oh, look at the chapel. Oh, there's a little chapel right there inside. We are currently at Christ the Redeemer. Pause. This is the back of it, but it's actually very cool. This one might be my favorite wonder of the world so far. I've only done 2, but this is my favorite so far for what that's worth. from the drizzle. I got a poncho. It is raining a little bit, but luckily where we're at, they do have umbrellas that are complimentary. So thank goodness for that. Está aquí, and we're gonna go there. Good morning, beautiful people. Happy Monday, and checking in from the beach, as you could tell. Now, the crazy thing is, it's been saying that the weather forecast has been saying that it was gonna rain today on Monday, like all day storm, and my app was saying a warning for a thunderstorm, and as y'all can see, blue skies, clear skies. So we're taking advantage and spending some time at the beach before, unfortunately, we do have to do a little bit of work. This is a work and travel trip, which means there is some work involved, but today's Monday, so it should be pretty light. I only have usually my team meeting and then the TA meeting, which usually I lead, but I'm gonna have one of my other teammates lead it this week, and then that should be it for the day. He's bringing me a coconut, and he really mad he was bringing me a coconut. It's kind of crazy. Okay, y'all, we are back from the beach, and I'm just getting ready for my first meeting of the day. Is my computer dead? Of course it is. The beach was glorious. I'm so glad that we went out there and enjoyed the sun while we did, because the sun is gone now. It's obviously still very bright outside, but it's like cloudy now. So very glad that we went and did that. Okay, y'all, we are headed to a coffee shop to hopefully get a chai. I did see it on their menu online, but sometimes that does not translate, as we learned this morning. So I'm really hoping that they have one. If not, then I'll just get something else. I read online that they have a really good coconut lemonade as well, so maybe I'll do that if they don't have chai. And then yeah, we'll kind of see where the afternoon takes us. together.
We are currently at the beach again. Love that for us. We stopped by Aussie Coffee again this morning, and would you believe that we left yesterday without paying? Who knew? I honestly kind of like completely forgot. And when we were like leaving, we were like, okay, like see y'all tomorrow, because I love the coffee shop. Such a good vibe. They're playing good music. So when we went back there this morning, they were taking our order, and first things first, they remembered my order partially because she was like, you like oat milk, right? And I was like, wow, I feel so seen. And then she was like, oh, and then she showed us our bill from yesterday. She's like, oh, you didn't pay. So we're like, whoops. So we paid that, but shout out to them because yeah, it's pretty good. I got a decaf iced chai today, just for a little coffee. I also feel like sometimes I get coffee when I'm traveling because I don't feel like I'd be that regular in the bathroom, but I haven't had that issue on this trip, honestly, which I think it's just American food always, because although I have not been eating a lot of greens either. That is my one feedback for Brazilians, baby. All y'all do is eat meat. My favorite sunscreen for the beach. Easy to reapply. Alright y'all, we're back from the beach, we're out the shower, and I'm feeling very refreshed and ready to start the day. It is almost noon, and it's almost 9 a.m. in Chicago, so we're kind of like right on time, though I still have been like answering emails and IMs this morning, like as I've received them. I have my team meeting now, so I'm gonna join that and then eat my banana bread that I got from the coffee shop this morning. I didn't end up eating this on the beach. Low-key kind of forgot about it, but also was kind of lost in my book. I'm reading The Vanishing Half, as you guys saw, which is about twin sisters who are kind of growing up in two different worlds. They're mixed sisters. One is kind of black and one is pretending to be white, and they've like lost touch, and it's just so interesting because obviously I see me and my sister in this story, and I'm just like, wow, like I can't imagine like one, me and my sister not talking, but then also like us living two separate lives in two different worlds and like pretending that each other does not exist. Like I would absolutely hate that. So I'm about halfway through. Definitely will try to finish sometime this week so that I can start another book before I head back home. Our Airbnb in Sao Paulo has a pool, so we will be taking advantage of that, kind of switching out the beach for the pool, but still trying to like be outside and get as much like fresh air as possible before returning to cold ass Chicago, which I'm not looking forward to. But oops. I am in Rio, so this is why, yes, it is not super early, but it is early, but happy to be here. Okay, y'all, so I had to get up this morning, as y'all saw, it was 6 a.m. in Brazil for an early morning meeting supporting my team I support employees in 20+ countries, and so one of my leaders likes to do like biannual town halls where he like brings everyone together. He splits it into 2 different times just to cover, you know, all the different time zones. So luckily, being in Brazil, I was able to join this one because usually I'm not able to join because it's at 3 a.m. Chicago time, but 6 a.m. was not terrible. And now I'm already up and we're going to the beach. Okay, we do leave in a couple of hours, so we're gonna head to the airport around 10:30, but we have 2 hours until then. And so rather than staying inside and laying in this bed, we're gonna go lay on the beach. Okay, so I just threw on a swimsuit and we're about to head out now.
The red flags are out because of the waves. Okay, y'all, we have officially made it to the airport. Felicia, did you enjoy Rio?
I did. Rio owes me nothing except maybe a night in Botafogo.
I know. We did miss that, but overall, I think we covered a lot. And now we're headed to Sao Paulo. We're leaving.
Now, or you want to?
That's what me and Kayla do. And he just.
Or the AC in here.
Exactly. Okay, well, guys, we made it to Sao Paulo. Very seamless travel day, very easy, which we love that. This city is very interesting. I'm gonna be interested to like explore it because it's giving downtown, but like the whole city is downtown. So like there are buildings literally everywhere. I'll insert a clip of us like flying in so y'all can see what I'm talking about. But there are buildings literally everywhere. You know, most major cities only have like tall buildings in their downtown area, but Sao Paulo, it seems like they're everywhere. So yeah, very interesting. Felicia also saw this is the 7th most populated city in the world. So that goes to speak to all the traffic that there is, because yeah, someone said in Rio that Sao Paulo's traffic was worse than Rio. And I thought Rio's traffic was pretty bad, so. Well, with that, I would love to go find some food because I'm hungry. All we've had was that acai earlier today, and your girl is starving. For some reason, I'm really craving like a burger, but I feel like that's because I'm really hungry and I want something like substantial. There seems to be a lot within walking distance, so we can do our initial like exploration of Sao Paulo before. Yeah, I'm supposed to be working, which I have been working, okay? I have been working. I got up at 6 a.m. this morning, actually. I forgot I did that, so we're good, we're good.
Oh, yeah.
It's a margarita paloma, which I've never had one before, but that's very good. I like it. Good morning, beautiful people. My hair looks kind of crazy, but disregard. We are about to go get some breakfast. But first things first, I'm gonna do some laundry. Just have a little bag here that I like to wash underwear, pajamas, things like that. And then we're gonna head out. Today's our last day working until next week. We took Friday off, and then we also took off Monday because we're traveling back on Monday.
So there's a few things that I want to get done today just so I can like take work out of my head until next week. But first things first, let's get this laundry done. Pro tip, this is also something I like to travel with in my bag, is some laundry detergent, because you just never know. Like sometimes I don't wash laundry, sometimes I do, and personally I'm very particular about the detergent that I use. So just a little 3-ounce bottle, throw some detergent in here. Me and Felicia both were able to get a load of laundry done with this, and probably could do one more with how much is left. So period. It is around 8:30 and we're about to go to the gym and get in the workout before we get the day started. So let's go. Alright y'all, we are back from the gym. I feel like I got in a really good run. I ran just under 3 miles, like almost 3 miles, but not quite, and not even like all the way, just like a HIIT style workout, kind of sprints and walking in between. So I feel good. As you can see, I am sweating, so signs of a good workout. Now I'm gonna hop in the shower, and then we're gonna go down to the coffee shop to grab like a light breakfast, because we're doing a food tour this afternoon around Sao Paulo, and then tonight we're doing a bar crawl. So we do have like plans all day, which is great. But first things first, we're gonna get in the shower and get dressed for at least the morning part of the day. I think I will change tonight because it's actually been pretty chilly here, particularly in the evenings. Definitely a lot cooler than Rio, which makes sense. Rio's a little further south, and this is a little bit more inland, so you could definitely tell a difference from the weather. But it doesn't matter, because anything is warmer than Chicago, and that's what I keep telling myself. So we're gonna enjoy the 65-degree weather. Yeah. Okay y'all, we're back from the tour. I wasn't really able to vlog a lot of this walking food tour because there was literally so many people out there. Yesterday was actually a holiday in Brazil, and so our tour guide was saying because of that, like everyone's out of the house today, and so there was just a lot going on, but overall it was really good. We basically had different style empanadas, and then a couple of drinks, and then one kind of like sweet treat, which I actually did not end up eating. It's in the fridge so I can have that later on. It is now a little after 5, and we just got back to the Airbnb. It took us an hour. The traffic here in Sao Paulo is absolutely like ridiculous. We were actually late getting to our tour, and they started without us, but like not really, and we were only like 5 minutes late, but there was just so much traffic. It took us like 40 minutes to get there and an hour to get back to our Airbnb, so if that tells you anything. So now I'm actually about to take a little nap, lay down a little bit. You see I got my hair back curled because we're gonna do a bar crawl later tonight, so and we need to be there between 8 and 9. It's an open bar at the place that we're meeting at, so obviously the tour guide is like, if you get there earlier then you get to take advantage and, you know, have more drinks, but they're not gonna leave until 9. So we'll probably try to leave here again around 7, so that way we can stop and maybe grab one more bite to eat, because still haven't eaten a ton today, so would like to put a little bit more on my stomach before I start drinking. And then we're definitely gonna turn up and have a really good time tonight. Yeah, last weekend in Brazil, very excited. Yeah, figured I'd just pop on, catch y'all up, because y'all are probably like, girl, you didn't vlog nothing. And I know, I'm sorry, it was too much fun.
Take a shot.
Fita na ponta do
Okay, y'all, so I'm back from my night out. We did a little bar crawl. It is 1:46 in the morning. Just got out the shower and we're about to go to bed. But I just have to say, I love Brazil. I really do. I just love the people. They're so friendly. I love being around people that look like me, and there's just so many of them here in Brazil. And I was able to meet a couple of locals, which I love doing that. And I exchanged Instagram information with the DJ from the very first bar that we went to, and he was at the last bar that we went to. He literally came and found us and was like, oh my god, hey, like, I love dancing with y'all, because all night I was standing kind of next to the DJ booth, kind of like watching him, because there's so many like line dances in Brazil to just like different songs and stuff. So I was kind of watching him and like following along a little bit. And so he came and found us and he was like, oh my god, like, I love dancing with y'all. What's your names? Where are you from? And then he was like, oh, look, let's go downstairs to, you know, it's so much fun, to the club downstairs. So we followed him down there, and then we stayed down there the rest of the night, and it was very fun. At one point in the night I was dancing with these white boys from England, and they're very nice. They were a part of our tour group, so we, you know, were having conversations with them and stuff like that. But like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not attracted to white men. Like, that's just not up my alley. That's not what I was really looking for. And I feel like he peeped that, you know? So he literally like looked us up. He was like coming. He was like, come over here, like, over here. And so like he saved us. I mean, obviously like they weren't doing anything bad, but it was just like, oh my god, like, wow. So yeah, we exchanged information, and I will hit him up tomorrow and just be like, hey, like, what are y'all plans for the weekend, to see if we can like meet up one more time for another like local night out. He also speaks English, which is great. I really need to figure out what language I want to speak and really practice and like commit to practicing, because truly it is embarrassing that I feel like it is embarrassing that I cannot speak more than one language. I'm speaking for myself. You know, when I travel and I meet people, and you know, even here when I'm talking to people and I'm like, English, like, you know, and they're like, oh, like my English isn't that great, but they can try to put together a few words. I'm like, no, your English is better than my Portuguese. You know what I mean? Because it's like, at least they can understand me and they can respond. And so I just want to get better in general. And so I think I'm gonna just really commit to Spanish, because that's the language that I started with. I really do like Spanish. I feel like it'll help with Portuguese if I do decide to learn that as well, because y'all, I honestly could live in Brazil. I really feel like I could live here. I love it here. My company has a couple of offices here, so low-key I'm gonna like put some feelers out there to see if this would be an option for me to like do an international assignment here, because I do love it that much. Like it's just been such a great trip so far. I'm so glad that we decided to just come and experience it, and highly recommend Brazil, particularly if you are a Black person. I do recommend that you visit Brazil. So with that, I'm about to go to sleep, and I will see y'all in the morning. Good morning, happy Sunday. It's currently a little after 10 a.m. and this is our last day in Sao Paulo and our last day in Brazil. We are leaving tomorrow morning, which is kind of crazy because it feels like we just got here, but also I can tell that we're at the end of the trip because I'm tired and I would love to just lay here. But we have a few more things on our list for today. So first things first, we're gonna go to the shopping street that they shut down on Sundays, and then hopefully grab like a small bite. And then we're gonna meet up with my coworker and her husband one more time for lunch. We're going to a traditional bar. It's the oldest bar in Sao Paulo, if I can remember correctly what they said. So we're gonna do that and then come back and need to like pull all my stuff together because my stuff is everywhere in this room, if you can't tell, in the bathroom. So just need to kind of like pack. And then our flight tomorrow leaves at 11 a.m. so luckily it's not too early. Won't get back until Tuesday at midnight. So anyway, I guess let's get the day started. My hair is itching. I really need to wash it, but I will do that when I get home.
the pastel.
This is downtown.
Goodbye, Sao Paulo. See you later. It's been great. Ah, so sad.
Please remember to have your passport open on the visa page if you are a tourist or in the photo or video residency.